That's exactly what
and I will say one thing again, and I look, he's the best heavyweight on the planet right now. I'll give him that. When we talk about generational greatness, yes, he could be a generational great for this exact.
No, I think he's past his best. I'm a no-filter kind of guy. I love my son, but there's too many people patting him on the back and telling him he's Tarzan when he's not Tarzan. He's been gone Tyson since the Deontay Wilder fights. It's finished Wilder completely. Done him. He's not got a leg underneath him.
The day that I start taking advice or listening to what John Fury says could be a very sad day for my career and for my business.
Just on this fight,
I'll take my shirt off anyway. Hold me back.
On this fight,
Eddie Hearn is absolutely furious at John Fury for trying to stop Tyson Fury from boxing. He says John Fury needs to think about heavyweight boxing properly because Tyson Fury is one of the best fighters the sport has ever seen. Eddie makes it clear that Tyson Fury should be free to fight and prove himself without his father interfering.
That clip's going to go to every media outlet, every news outlet, every social media account, and it's just knockout of the year, special fighter. I really believe he beats everyone.
Eddie Hearn calls out John Fury for constantly interfering and not letting Tyson Fury fight. He points out how Tyson's desire to face Anthony Joshua shows his drive and dedication. Eddie highlights that boxing suffers when champions are held back and insists that John Fury should let his son follow his own path and ambitions.
I think unless you have not one brain cell in your head, you will make no sense of what Tyson Fury says, because I've lost track. I mean, I saw that interview saying, I will never be happy with my career unless I fight Anthony Joshua.
John Fury tries to claim credit for Tyson Fury's success and demands respect from his son. Eddie Hearn and fans see this as unnecessary interference. Tyson Fury's achievements stand on his own, and Carl Froch would argue that the real test is in the ring. Words from John Fury cannot match the heart and skill Tyson Fury shows.
Enough respect to say, you know what, my dad could be right.
Is that repairable, John, that relationship?
I don't.
Shane McGuigan highlights that John Fury has often been more of a disruptive presence than a help. Tyson Fury thrives when focused, and this fight shows he does not need his father causing chaos. Eddie Hearn's point is clear: Tyson Fury should be free to make his own decisions without interference from John Fury.
Tyson, I think, used his dad to keep him involved and as a infiltrator, someone that can shout and scream and cause a bit of chaos and unrest, and I think he doesn't need that in this fight, so he might make a U-turn when he.
Liam Goff repeats John Fury's doubts about Tyson Fury's return, but Eddie Hearn would argue these are excuses. Tyson Fury's resilience and talent are unmatched, and despite a challenging past, he is capable of proving every critic wrong. John Fury's negativity cannot overshadow the skill and determination Tyson Fury brings to the ring.
But he's saying that Tyson isn't himself anymore, and I tend to agree with John Fury. He's certainly not at his best anymore. I mean, how could he be after everything he's been through and stuff like that? So I tend to agree with that, right? But he was saying words to the effect of that the Wilder trilogies.
John Fury criticizes Tyson Fury's choices and downplays his abilities. Eddie Hearn and fans see this as jealousy and fear. Tyson Fury's experience, skill, and heart make him a dangerous opponent regardless of John Fury's doubts. The real story is Tyson Fury's dominance in the ring, not his father's complaints.
This is Max Shears for Pro Boxing Fans. I'm like joined once again by Fraser Clark. I mean, Fraser, I think I saw you about a week or two ago. It was just at the Ty Mitchell fight. I know he was in a rush to head out. I mean, I want to read.
Oh, yeah.
Ty Mitchell, obviously you've sparred him, you've seen him. How good is he? And you said obviously he's had a rough ride. It must be good to see your mate getting that big stage now and getting them opportunities.
No, I'm happy for him, I think obviously Ty's had his problems through his career, probably through his life, and it's the journey that's been a bit of a wild one, and he's really done a 360 in his life, I believe, and he's to come from where he was to where he is now. I think it's a massive achievement, and listen, he's very good. I think he's like the secret.
Simon Jordan calls out John Fury for making private issues public. Eddie Hearn agrees that Tyson Fury deserves freedom to make his own decisions. This fight is about skill, heart, and dedication, not John Fury's drama. Tyson Fury's legacy and future in heavyweight boxing should not be dictated by his father's interference.
You repair them in private, not in the public domain. John, on the times that I've met John, I found him to be engaging and charming. But there's other times when I've seen him whether it's an act, or created or whatever, it's boorish, it's unpalatable, it's unpleasant. When you headbutt Ukrainians in front of Saudi royalty and behave yourself in a way that's not particularly appetizing, you get judged by it. So, with due respect to the fact it's a scoop for these guys.
Tyson Fury makes it clear he thrives on focus and discipline. Unlike John Fury, who constantly meddles, Tyson surrounds himself only with trusted people. Eddie Hearn's criticism of John Fury aligns perfectly here because it highlights that Tyson does not need his father's interference. Tyson Fury's independence and mental clarity give him an edge over any distractions. Fans should notice how a champion's mindset is separate from family drama, and this is exactly what allows Tyson Fury to remain at the top of heavyweight boxing and dominate the competition.
It's pretty level going up to the 10th round, and I think he let Usyk do it in the last round. He picked more.
That's where he comes into his own, those penultimate rounds. When you get there, 9, 10, 11, 12.
In the championship rounds.
John Fury's statement reflects frustration, but Eddie Hearn's view is clear that this is unnecessary and only holds Tyson Fury back. Tyson has earned the right to make his own choices in boxing, without his father controlling his career. Fans see John Fury's insistence on respect as interference rather than guidance. Eddie's criticism highlights that Tyson Fury's achievements, money, and legacy are his own. The real story is Tyson Fury stepping into the ring and proving himself. John Fury's drama is irrelevant when a true champion is focused, prepared, and mentally unbeatable in the heavyweight division.
People around me never have and I never will, because I'm a psychopath. I can't have a million people around me because it doesn't work. I just have the same old people I've always knew, that's it. I'm not interested in making new friends, I'm not interested in what the next man's got, I'm not interested in what the next door neighbour's doing, don't care. Keep myself to myself in my own lane.
Shane Fury points out that Tyson Fury has already achieved so much, yet his passion for boxing remains. Eddie Hearn's criticism of John Fury is relevant because it's not about money or fame, it's about Tyson Fury's love for the sport. Fans must understand that a true champion like Tyson continues fighting for pride and legacy. John Fury trying to stop him undermines what makes him great. Eddie is right to challenge John Fury because heavyweights need to think bigger. Tyson Fury is not done. His drive and skill still make him one of the most exciting fighters in the world.
Anything any good for him to say something, oh yeah, really you've done well there. He'd always revert back to something else, you know what I mean? Okay. So people like that could spin on it.
Training wise, I've seen your dad said in an interview he's going to be a lot more involved. So what do you kind of see happening there, and what can we see different with your dad being involved, do you think?
Not the foggiest.
Johnny Nelson highlights the challenge Tyson Fury faces and the importance of proper training. Eddie Hearn's criticism of John Fury is proven correct because Tyson thrives on preparation and focus, not his father's interference. Fans can see that Tyson's speed, footwork, and experience give him a huge advantage over opponents. Even at 37, he remains a tactical and powerful force. John Fury's doubts are irrelevant compared to Tyson Fury's dedication. Eddie Hearn is right to defend Tyson Fury because he deserves to fight without unnecessary obstacles. Tyson's skill and professionalism make him a living heavyweight legend.
Just made for him. It's a perfect fight for him. Got the height, looks the part, he's strong. I think Tyson's hands will be too fast. I think Tyson, his feet are the thing. What I want to see. I want to see how his feet have deteriorated, because it happens to everybody. So I just want to see what version of Tyson we get. He's out in Thailand training, so he's got to make sure he trains right. No cutting corners at this stage in your life. 37 years old. There's a lot of young lions knocking at the door, watching you. You're in a meal ticket, they're planning for you already. And I think Tyson...
Peter Fury emphasizes Tyson Fury's excellence and strategic approach. Eddie Hearn's frustration with John Fury is understandable because John often questions Tyson's decisions without recognizing his expertise. Fans see that Tyson Fury evaluates opponents carefully, and his skill ensures he dominates when fully prepared. John Fury's interference cannot change Tyson Fury's mindset or ability. Eddie Hearn defends the principle that a champion must be free to make career choices. Tyson Fury's intelligence, strength, and experience make him a complete fighter, and his father's complaints are just background noise to a heavyweight boxing superstar performing at his peak.
Yeah, well, whether he can take him or not, he shouldn't be taking him, and he knows that. But when he's on his A game and he boxes, he can box, he ticks all the boxes, trust me, and he's exciting as well. And he does the right thing with this level of opposition because he's walking through them.
John Fury's doubts are classic overprotection and interference that Eddie Hearn openly criticizes. Tyson Fury has already proved himself as a two-time heavyweight champion and continues to chase greatness because of passion, not necessity. Fans can clearly see that John Fury's opinions are irrelevant compared to the reality in the gym. Tyson's training, focus, and ring IQ remain unmatched. Eddie Hearn's frustration is justified as John Fury's constant questioning could undermine Tyson's confidence. Yet Tyson thrives under pressure. What John Fury fails to realize is that heavyweights need drive and courage, not restrictions. Tyson Fury's motivation comes from within, and his performances prove that he is still capable of dominating the division. John Fury's comments are just noise that will not stop a fighter of Tyson Fury's caliber.
One punch in heavyweight division changes everything. Magwadov's capable of doing that. He's a big, strong man, as you can see. Tyson's an elite boxer, but what's he got left? I don't know. Because you'll only know when you get in that ring, and that's too late. You know, let's just see. Tyson's not a stupid man. He knows what he's at.
Frank Warren confirms that Tyson Fury is at peak condition both physically and mentally. Eddie Hearn's criticisms of John Fury are validated here because John fails to appreciate the hard work Tyson puts in outside the public eye. Fans should note that Tyson's preparation is meticulous, from conditioning to strategy, and he is ready for any challenge in the heavyweight division. The emphasis on mental sharpness shows that a champion's mindset is just as crucial as strength. Frank highlights that Tyson is up against a dangerous opponent, yet his speed, power, and ring awareness give him a real edge. John Fury's interference cannot compete with Tyson Fury's dedication. Heavyweight boxing needs fighters like Tyson, who combine intelligence, skill, and heart, proving that a disciplined champion can overcome doubts and dominate at any stage.
You know, Tyson's looking in magnificent shape, best I've seen him in, to be quite honest, for a long time, and more importantly, mentally he's in a good place. And this is a big fight. He's in with a very, very experienced fighter who's a big man, big puncher. I think he's got a 90% knockout ratio. He's knocked out 17 of his opponents in the first round. So you know he can whack, and he's not phased about fighting over here. He fought recently over here and beat Dave Allen. And this is quite a tough comeback.
Carl Frock points out that Tyson Fury is returning from retirement in excellent condition and with the right mindset. Eddie Hearn's criticism of John Fury is once again reinforced because while John questions Tyson's choices, the reality is that Tyson remains disciplined, focused, and physically prepared. Fans should notice that heavyweights often struggle after long layoffs, yet Tyson Fury's commitment to daily training twice a day ensures he retains his skill and fitness. Carl emphasizes that even if Tyson's physique is unconventional, his readiness cannot be underestimated. John Fury's attempts to stop or influence Tyson only highlight the contrast between interference and true professionalism. Tyson Fury's independence, dedication, and consistent preparation prove why he continues to be a dominant force in a heavyweight division.
Tyson Fury, Magwadov. Good little fight. Tyson's nice and relaxed. He's coming back. Again, after retiring, he's back out of retirement. We kind of knew it was going to happen. He seems in a good place. He seems quite happy. He's not out of shape. He's in his usual shape, which isn't great shape in terms of physicalities to look at. He's not good on the optics, but you know he's in shape because he's not 28 stone. He's probably looking about 18 and a half stone-ish, and he's in the gym. I don't think he ever really came out of the gym. He said he's been training twice a day since announcing his last...
Liam Goff explains that being out of the ring for over a year is a challenge for any boxer, but Eddie Hearn's criticism of John Fury highlights the difference between doubt and reality. Tyson Fury's intelligence, strategy, and movement-based style mean he adapts quickly despite layoffs. Fans should understand that time away is no obstacle for a disciplined, motivated champion. John Fury's insistence that Tyson should stop only shows a lack of understanding of what makes a heavyweight great. Tyson's focus, experience, and preparation ensure that even after long breaks, he can control fights and dominate opponents. Heavyweight boxing thrives on talent, resilience, and mental toughness, and Tyson Fury embodies all three while his father's drama remains irrelevant.
Tyson Fury has been out of the ring for well over a year now. by the time he gets back in the ring on April the 11th, he will have been out of the ring for well over a year. You're probably talking close to 15, 16 months. It's a long time, especially for someone who is more of a mover, more a boxer. It's not like a pressure fighter who can just...
After reviewing everything, it is clear that Tyson Fury remains a dominant force in heavyweight boxing despite John Fury's constant interference and doubts. Eddie Hearn is right to blast John Fury for trying to stop his son from doing what he loves. Tyson's discipline, experience, and mental strength make him unstoppable, and fans should focus on his skill, not the drama surrounding his father. Heavyweight boxing thrives because of fighters like Tyson Fury who defy expectations and push the sport forward. Stay tuned, hit that like button, subscribe for more updates, and witness history as Tyson Fury continues to destroy obstacles in his path.